Modern Times Group is an international entertainment group that spans 6 continents and includes TV channels, online platforms, content production, distribution businesses, radio stations, multi-channel networks, and esports platforms. Please welcome to the stage their CEO, Mr. Arnd Benninghoff.
Hello, everyone. My name is Arnd, and let me ask you a question. And I want to hear a honest, bloody honest answer. And I want your neighbor to look left and right. So here's the question. Who, when you remember your childhood, when you were a kid, between 14 and 17, who was a cool kid? Who considers her or himself a cool kid? Please raise your hand. Well, we have many cool kids here. Okay, and if you really remember your childhood, who was a nerd? You know, these nerds not hanging out with girls, playing games, being a bit strange, weird. Who was a nerd? Even the same amount. So in the West, you share the same destiny that I have. We are followers, we are in the middle. And let me tell you a little Cinderella story about a friend who lived next door. And this guy played games all his life. And he was really literally a nerd. And I was just watching him playing games because I was not into games. He had no girlfriend. Over Christmas, he was playing with his friends in the basement for 3 days. He was just not cool. And guess what? This guy today is a rock star. Now he's hanging out with the cool guys. He's flying around the world. He's playing in stadiums. And again, he's still playing games as a world champion now. And he's making tons of money. So what do we learn? There might be something different. Now this nerd, this new rock star, is an entertainer. And my story here is about the big change in entertainment. Because we as a broadcaster, we want to tell relevant stories. So let me show you an entertainment product which looks like a bit nerdy, but is gathering millions of people, and they love it.
Go! Go! I almost scored!
I get a 360.
Wait, that's my goal.
Oh, I can jump!
Wait. Target.
How do I boost? Felix!
360!
How do I boost? No!
That looks a bit strange. Or this game is called Rocket Ball. It is about to become an esports game. And the guy on the upper left, a skeptic eye, he has 16 million subscribers. So he is also kind of a rock star on YouTube. So what is he doing? He's playing games, commenting on this, and gathering millions of views. This video alone has more than 10 million views on YouTube. And that's the new world of entertainment. So let me just share 5 truths about millennial entertainment. So number 1, as you can see, these are the new rockstars and digital influencers producing let's play videos, gathering millions of followers. So you don't need, as we have 28 production companies, we are still doing cool shows, but how easy it is producing videos from your living room. And the new stars, the heroes, are all digital influencers. If you look at the top 10 ranking, you only find probably 2 people you might remember from the show business. The others are YouTubers, like number 2, the biggest YouTuber of the world, PewDiePie, with 40 million subscribers. And the sad news for us as broadcasters, this graph shows the TV consumption, traditional TV in the US. And as you can see, the millennials at the bottom, they're leaving free TV by more than 40% if you look at the 18 to 24 year bucket. And they're not coming back. So what defines their life, their pop culture, is games. Games is relevant storytelling because they play even more, spend more time on gaming than on traditional TV. And their new sport is called esports. Esports is competitive gaming, filling big stadiums now, playing for millions of prize money. And if you look at the stats, on the OTT platforms, so on streaming platforms, it's even already bigger than traditional sports. And that means for us, we have to become, and we want to become, a digital entertainer for millennials. And how do we do this? by investing into these three verticals of digital entertainment. Online gaming, so that means you start your journey by downloading a game. You start playing the game, then you become a hero, you spend hours playing the game, and guess what you do? You want to share your videos on Twitch. You're going to broadcast yourself, as you've seen with Skeptic Eye. Then, if you're really good, you probably start playing in a team and become a pro gamer, which will be a new career for millions of youngsters. And for us, online gaming is so interesting because it's a transactional model, it's free to play, that means you can download the game, start playing, and it's all about storytelling. So if you look at one game like this Forge of Empires is a mobile browser strategy game where you build your own city. If you start playing this game today, you can keep on playing 24/7 for more than 3 years. 3 years of gameplay. And that's what I call a relevant storytelling. And as we know, on mobile, already 30% of the usage is gaming. And when it comes to esports, I don't know who has heard of esports of you. Who of the nerds first? I see, thank you nerds. And the rest, who has heard about esports? Yeah, okay. So the cool thing about esports, my bet is it will become an Olympic sport. It only depends on the age of the IOC members and when they accept that this is already bigger than most of the other sports. And just let me give you an impression, take your hand and bring you to this little world of esports, how it looks like.
Der kommt an! Mach ihn! Mach ihn! Mach ihn!
I'm a huge soccer fan, but this was way bigger than Real Madrid winning their 10th Champions League.
This is the most intense game I ever watched.
This was like 4 hours of nail-biting, emotionally roller coaster ride. That was like the closest match ever.
My nickname is Expeke. Poland, Katowice was the moment that my career just skyrocketed. When I did the famous backdoor move, at that time I didn't think more than thanks to this we won, but after looking at it and everything it brought, I realized that I made something that is gonna be there forever.
NIP are patient. They lie in wait. They've waited practically a year for this moment.
There's a moment I really do remember. It is 2014 ES1 Cologne, the 21st of August at Gamescom.
16-13! It finally happens!
Get Right has been working years to win that major, and it's unforgettable.
We have our champions! The best team in the world!
So this is the sport of the new cool kids. And it's really the birth of a new sport. And try to remember when you have witnessed a new sport. And this sport has everything traditional sports want to become. So it's digital, it's young, and it's global. And there are more than 2 billion gamers. If you look at traditional sports, there are 2 billion sports fans. There are more than 20 relevant esports games. So to qualify for an esports game, which is played usually in a team 4 against 4 or 5 against 5, most of them are highly tactical, strategic games, PC-based games like League of Legends, which is the biggest esports game, Counter-Strike, what you have seen in the video. And there are already more than 200 professional teams. They do nothing else than playing games, living together in gaming houses, travel the world, and competing for millions of prize money. And there are more than 320 million fans watching them on online platforms and already on TV. And if you compare it to traditional sports, it is amazing that it's already this year bigger in terms of viewership numbers than the NFL. And if you look at the other sports, then volleyball, that's driven by a huge fan base in Asia, and handball, where most of the Americans have no clue what handball is. But this illustrates the potential of esports, if you look at the numbers. And as I said, on OTT streaming, if you compare it even in the year of the Olympics last year, when we broadcast the Olympics, esports has bigger viewership numbers than the Olympics and traditional sports. And there you reach the hard-to-get new cool kids who are leaving free TV, who have a credit card next to them, who have a subscription with Spotify and with Netflix, and you can easily convert them into buyers. So that's the reason why the big brands now enter esports. So you're seeing now beside the endemic investors or sponsors like Intel and the hardware manufacturer, now you're seeing the big brands like Gillette, P&G, Red Bull is already there, and they have a good nose for transport. You see traditional football clubs like Paris Saint-Germain, Wolfsburg, or even Schalke 04, super traditional football club from the Ruhr area, running esports teams. And it's now fancy, as an NBA owner, to also own an esports team. So you see there's Gold Rush, it's early days, that's the complex ecosystem. And we invested into 2 league operators called ESL and DreamHack, who are together with teams running leagues and events in big stadiums and distribute the content on all these streaming platforms like Twitch, YouTube now, and Facebook. And it's all about the community which loves games. And it has grown tremendously over the last years. In the first years, the growth was driven by Twitch, the live streaming platform for games acquired by Amazon. But now you have Hitbox, you have Yahoo, you have even Facebook entering live streaming for esports. And now also TV stations are experimenting with esports content to bring back the millennials. And the next level will be VR, where you can join the game, stand in the middle of the game, and follow the action. Compared to the 100 billion games market, esports is still a niche market, but growing by 40%. And as you can see, Asia is now waking up. China will be one of the biggest markets over the next year. It is a multi-billion market and growing, as I said, by 40%. What is esports? It's not only about events, it's about really running a pyramid from amateur tournaments where you can sign up, playing today one of the 50 games, and then end up on a stage in a big stadium in New York or wheresoever, playing as a pro gamer. There is already an association called VESA on the upper right, which we have launched together with the biggest teams to run a tournament calendar and a big tour like the Formula One circus. And just to close with the action, with the biggest event which happened several weeks ago in Poland in a small city called Katowice, which is the epicenter of esports. We've seen more than 160,000 attendees and more than 50 million viewers online who followed these events. And this is the arena and the action.
To stand in the middle of it all, it's breathtaking, really.
Welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship.
I'm telling you, ESL, this is Electronic Sports League, is going to get nothing but bigger.
So here's my advice. If you still want to be cool, start playing games and discover the world of esports. Have a good day. Thank you.